I got out of lockup. I reoffended. I caught another case, so they were gonna give me 4 to 6 upstate in like Goshen or one of these fucked up places.
Which will make you
I
turn
caught
you
a
into
drug
a savage.
case.
Drug case, not assault. Drug
Nah,
cases.
nah.
Okay.
And then my mother was dating a Navy recruiter at the time, so he said, look, I could get you in the Navy for 4 years, or you're gonna do 4 years lockup. And I just was like, the state didn't raise no fool, give me the 4 years in the Navy. So I tried to do the right thing when I went in. I came out of lockup, I was boxing, I put on 35 pounds of muscle, just fucking training every day like an animal. And even when I went to boot camp, I was the company commander, the PT officer. They made me, so I had to train everybody to do push-ups and just everything. So then the guy told me about the SEAL program, and I passed the initial test, and then there was like preconditioning, and I got my knee tweaked.
You went to BUD/S training in
No,
San
I didn't
Diego.
go to BUD/S.
Oh, you did the
I
initial
went
test.
preconditioning to go to a BUD/S class, and I got hurt, and then they sent me down to my command, which was in Norfolk, Virginia, and I was already into punk.
Okay.
So like, when I got down to Norfolk, I was going to this place called the Taj Mahal. Then, and it was funny because right about then my knee started healing, and then they wanted me to go to preconditioning in Little Creek because that's where the SEALs are down there. Okay. So I met with those guys a few times and trained with them. But at the same time, I started really getting into the punk thing. I had a girlfriend down there, and I just couldn't identify with the Navy people.
Okay,
and I was selling drugs.
You were selling drugs?
I was smuggling drugs on the ship. I was a fucking complete maniac.
What kind of drugs? Doing drugs.
Quaaludes, weed, cocaine, whatever.
Okay. You ever think about what your life would have been like if you had been a SEAL? A lot of SEALs are like you.
Yeah.
They're crazy fuckers, right?
Yeah, I do think about that sometimes, like the difference. Like my boy's a frogman, and I was like, and he's very well known. He was in that movie, and I was like, yo, I told him because like he invited me to the movie premiere for that movie he was in, Act of Valor.
Okay.
And I was like, I gave up. He's like, you've done so much more in your life. That was the path you were supposed to take. Because in the Navy, they gave me a psychological evaluation. Because when I was in lockup, I had to see a psychiatrist the whole time.
And you were in lockup for selling drugs?
I was in lockup for assault,
okay,
selling drugs, and breaking and entering.
Okay, while you're in the Navy.
2 drug cases, no. Okay. I got locked up as a juvenile, right. Did my time, and then caught a drug case for heroin. I had hanging out with junkies, and they caught me with some heroin, and then I had the option, to do whatever. So I chose the Navy, but I was getting high the whole time. They didn't piss test back then.
Okay.
And then.
And you said the psychological evaluation.
Yeah,
what did it say
they said
you?
I was a time bomb waiting to go off.
Continue watching this fascinating conversation for free by clicking on the link below to visit our website, learn from the best minds in the world, and connect with a community of passionate people building the best versions of themselves. Just click on the link below, and I'll see you on the inside.